Okay, let me go through workbook page 71, exercise 10A on data analysis, and we are going to go through dot diagram today. The dot diagram, let's go through question 1 and 2. So the dot diagram represents, this dot diagram represents survey on the number of trips of people that people made to the community center last month. So we have to understand this data. What are the number of trips made? One trip, one person, right? Two trip, number of trip is 2 trip, also one person. He made 2 trips to the community center. And then 4 trips, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people went to the community center. They made 5 trips. Okay, that's how you read the dot diagram. So how many people responded to the survey? So you ask yourself, how do I get the number of people? So we simply calculate the number of dots that we have. That's the number of people who responded. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So the answer is 20. So what is the most common number of trips made? So most common trips made will be this and this. The one showing the highest number, the frequency. So it's 4 trip and 6 trip. So how many people make the at least 5 trips? What's the meaning of at least? At least means equal or more than. Okay, so at least 5 trips or more. So we have to cover this up, and we take the number of people who made 5 trips or more. So you need to count the number here, which will be from 5, which is 4. So I have a 4 here. 5 trips, 6 trips will be 5. 7 trip 3, and 8 trips will be 1. And I add all up, there are 13 people who make at least 5 trips to the community center. So what fraction of the number of people made at most 4 trips? At most means maximum 4 trips. So we cover at most 4 trips, maximum 4 trips. So we are looking at the data on this side. So we have to calculate how many people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 people make at least 4 trips. So the total number of people is 7. And what is a fraction? Fraction, you have to take the total number of people who make 4 trips out of the total number of people who took the survey. Okay, so 20 people altogether. So that is the fraction that we have to find. Okay, go on to the next page. Question 2. Okay, in this diagram, this dot diagram that shows a spinner. So this dot diagram shows the number shown on the spinner. Let's say if the number show 1, how many times? 2 times. Okay, and then spin, and then it turned to 2. How many times? 4 times. And that's how you read this diagram. How many times was the spinner spun? So how many times did the spinner was spun? You have to calculate the number of dots. Okay, so total is 12 dots. Which number did the spinner show the least number of times? Least number of times, that means only 1 time, right? So it will be 4. The answer is 4. Which number did the spinner show the same number of times? So which one have the same number of time? This is 1 and this is 3, right? So its answer is 1 and 3. Same number of time, 2 times each. So now, what fraction of the total number of spins did the spinner show the number 1? So let's say number 1, how many times it spins? 2 times, right? Number of times the spinner show 1 is 2. And the total number of spins just now we added was 12. And what's the fraction of the total number of spins? It would be 2 that we counted out of the total 12 spins. Okay.